Hi, it's Cheryl with Caribou Country Lifestyle. It is October the 22nd, and I am going to be planting my garlic today. I have chosen this bed. In this bed throughout the summer, I had my snap peas, and then I planted, after my snap peas were finished, then I planted some radishes. And I've decided I want to plant my garlic in this bed. It gets a fair amount of sun, whereas when I planted it in that other bed over there, I don't think it could be the amount of plants that I also planted around it. I could have had way too many plants planted around it. So I have two varieties of garlic, and I'm doing the hardneck garlic, and that is a variety that you would plant in the fall. And I have two varieties. I have the red Russian garlic, and I also have the purple Mexican garlic. I just stuck with two varieties. I was only going to do one, but then I just couldn't help myself and I ended up buying the second variety. So what I've done so far, I've gotten my soil ready. I did have a arbor panel, cattle panel that was over on these two beds. We've removed that, moved the T-posts over into the center of the garden so that when I set up a panel across, I am actually going to plant my garlic on this side, and I will plant my tomatoes on the other side of the panel. And then they won't be in the way, and I'm not going to bombard them with a bunch of other plants. And hopefully I get a better outcome doing it this way. So I've added compost to my soil, and I've mixed it in fairly well. Now I'm going to take my garlic cloves and break them apart before I plant them. So let's do that. I'm starting with the red Russian garlic. So I have my cloves here. These are the cloves that I picked up, and I'm just splitting them apart. These are really nice big cloves, and they're so easy to take apart. And you want to keep that the paper coating, as much of the paper coating on these cloves as possible. So I'm just going to break these apart. That one wasn't a very good clove. It had rotted. So I'm not going to use that one. We'll see how many we have as to how much space we are going to have to plant these. And I bought these about a month ago. I bought them at Art Knapp in Kamloops because I knew I was going to be planting my garlic. Okay, just got these last couple here. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 cloves. We are going to plant these 4 inches apart. I'm going to be planting it so that the tip of the bulb is facing up. I'm planting it 4 inches apart, and I'm planting it to the depth of my second knuckle. So I'm going to push it in, and I'm just going to plant it to the depth of my second knuckle, and then I'll just push the dirt in around it. I'll go 4 inches from there again. And then once I get these planted, I'll see how much space I have. And if I can't get the purple Mexican garlic in beside this red Russian, then I'm going to plant it over in the bed across from this one. But I'm hoping I'll be able to get all of these in. Guess I should leave them out of the ground a little bit just so I can see where I put the last one. And I've only got 3 more. So I'll plant another one over on this side. So I ended up having a lot more of the purple Mexican garlic. So I am going to plant the purple Mexican garlic in this other bed. I ended up buying more of the purple Mexican garlic than I did of the red Russian because the cloves actually, these garlic bulbs and cloves were actually a little cheaper than the red Russian. So for the red Russian it was $4.99 I think for a clove, and these ones were only $2.49. Now I'm not sure what the difference is, but I have a lot of cloves on these ones. So I am definitely going to need more room than just a couple of rows, especially if I'm going to be putting them 4 inches apart. So I will just break these apart and then we'll figure out how many we have. Okay, so we've counted the purple Mexican garlic and I have 58 cloves. So definitely way more than I had of the red Russian garlic. So I'm gonna plant these again 4 inches apart. I will probably get 2 to 3 rows, maybe 4. And make sure that you have it so the tip is up, facing upwards when you're planting them. And I'll get all of these planted. And then we'll come back once I get all of these planted. I do have a couple where the skins have come off, so hopefully they will be okay. I just know that if you should keep the skins on, but I'm still planting them even if the skins have peeled off of it. Okay, I've got all my garlic planted. I ended up getting 3 rows and I got all 58 cloves of garlic planted. So now I'm just going and filling in the dirt around the cloves that I've planted. And I've got a little marking tag at the front of my bed here. And now I'm going to mulch this bed with the cloves in it with straw. I have a bag of some cut straw here, and I'm just going to take it and put a generous layer of the cut straw over top of this bed. And what that'll do is that mulch will protect, give it some added protection over the winter. And then in the spring, you'll just pull this straw away. Once you start coming out here to work in the garden in the spring, just pull the straw away and start watering it. And then your garlic will grow. will start growing. So I'm gonna just add this straw. We just buy this straw at our local feed store. And this is the same straw that I used for putting around my pepper plants and my tomato plants. And I figured, well, I might as well just keep using it up. It's getting kind of tough at the bottom. I gotta loosen it up a lot more. There we go. That's better. And a bit more here. And I think that should do it. Add my straw on this side. And I've got a couple of markers here at the back, and that just tells me I have a full row on this side, and then I have a couple more here on the end. So now I'm just going to cover it with this straw. And I just need a little bit on that end. And then we'll just go down this side. Don't need a ton, but enough. You want a couple of inches of straw. Okay. And I just need a little bit more here. Okay, you just want to make sure that you have your garlic planted before things really start to freeze. You want to do it late enough in the fall that it's not going to start growing right away, but you want to do it before you have the really hard freeze. So I'm feeling pretty good about getting my garlic in now. It is October the 22nd. My husband and I celebrated our anniversary yesterday. We've been married 23 years. We got married in 2000, so whatever the calendar year is, that's how many years we've been married, but we've been together for 29 years. So next year we'll have been together 30 years, so that's quite a milestone. Anyways, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to plant garlic and how to prepare your bed for your garlic. I live in a zone 3. I am in the Cariboo. I live in British Columbia, and it's just that easy. It's just whether or not you get a half decent crop at the other end when we start digging these up in July. So here's hoping that my garlic turns out better than it did this year. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.